But you can't hear his lips moving. I mean, he was a huge star, Edgar Bergen. Now the donkey will recite the alphabet while I drink a glass of water. I'm not impressed. The War of the Worlds was a successful radio play. The War of the Worlds, in the early days of radio, Orson Welles did the radio play War of the Worlds, and it caused national pandemonium because everybody thought aliens were invading Earth. And everybody went crazy during this War of the Worlds broadcast. Not like, you know, when the War of the Worlds came out last year. Only the lead actor went crazy when only the lead actor. Give me a coach! Give me a coach! I tell you, when I was growing up, I listened to the radio a lot. It was very important to me because I was into punk rock. I loved the punk rock, and they wouldn't play it on the regular radio in Britain. So we listened to pirate radio. It was called pirate radio, and I'd get a little transistor radio, listen to Under the Covers in bed at night so your mum wouldn't know. And it was called pirate radio because the transmitters were all in 3 miles out at sea from the British coast, so they were in international waters. So there was no censorship or anything like that. So it was called pirate radio because they were all, you know, and the DJs all had scurvy as well, and they talked like pirates. That's why they... Arr, here's a new one made from REM. There you are. That was Who's Gonna Drive You Home by the R's right there. Next up, REO Speedwagon. Anyway, pirate radio was the satellite radio of its day. You know, there was no censorship. But the censorship at that time, you know, late 60s, early 70s, they were censoring songs like Let's Spend the Night Together. Yeah, see, it's not very offensive, isn't it? It's like, Let's Go for Dinner or something. There was a song that was banned in Scotland, an old Donna Summer song called, it was Love to Love You, I think it was called. Oh, love to love you, baby. And in it, there was this woman's breathing that went... Oh, hello. Sense memory kicked in there. And it was banned in Scotland because of that noise. No one had heard that noise in Scotland before, ever. If you asked back then what an orgasm sounded like, people went, meh. I don't know. Anyway, I can never go back. I can never... Come on, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know. Anyway, look, it was only later I came to America and heard the orgasm sound. And then that was only on TV. I never... You know. I like to listen to, on the internet, the BBC radio, where they have the British Parliament, which is fantastic. You've got to try and just Google British Parliament. And... they have the British politicians, they just yell at each other, and they're very posh, you know, snobby guys in Britain just shouting. It's fantastic fun. Today in Parliament, the giant trouser bill. Right, well, everyone should wear giant trousers. No, they shouldn't. No, well, shut up, you bastard. It's like freeform Monty Python. It's fantastic. Anyway, Howard Stern's gone, and he's going to be replaced by David Lee Roth, apparently. Don't know if that would be my call, you know. But David Lee Roth is going to replace Howard, and I don't know if but there are big names going into the satellite radio. They're going in. Howard's going to satellite. Snoop Dogg is going to a satellite. Martha Stewart is going to satellite. Bob Dylan has got his own radio show. Can't wait for that one. Whee! That's what he sounds like, a little tiny lawnmower. Anyway, Howard Stern's going. David Lee Roth is taking over. I don't know that David is the right guy. I think, you know who I'd put in instead of Howard to do Howard's show? I would put in Garrison Keillor. You know the guy who does Lake Wobegon stories on National Public Radio, you know, kind of talks a bit like that. Well, it's been a quiet week in Lake Wobegon. He should take over from Howard. That'd be nice. It's been a quiet week in Lake Wobegon. Clarence Bunson's gone down to the old strip club there. He got a stripper, got shaved by a dwarf right down there at the old stripper. Perhaps not. The National Public Radio, I like it, but every time I turn it on, they're asking me for money. I can't get... If I need someone nagging me for money all day, I got a couple of ex-wives. I know where to go. You don't need to give me with that.
Worldwide